health tip for the day. Okay, so I get most of my minerals from my Nikken water filter that has the mineral stones in it, completely filters everything out, and then adds the minerals back in. I also have this that Grammy gave me, but the taste is not great, so it's like hard to use it consistently. And also, if you are not ready to purchase something like this because it is an investment and you need to be ready to do that, I am going to do an experiment for you because I was cooking eggs for the kids when they were starting to get very hungry and loud. And oh, see, there's some eggs. So, and then I was like, wait, there's minerals and such in the eggshells. Like, I'm pretty sure I could do something with this. And it's mostly calcium, I think calcium carbonate, but there are trace minerals, including magnesium, which is highly important for everybody, especially those with HUDS. And so I'm going to wash and rinse them very thoroughly, and then I'm going to bring them to a rapid boil for about 10 minutes to kill any salmonella, and then I'm going to simmer them for however long. I have to double check, and then it's something that you can drink. And so I will do the experiment for you. I will let you know how it tastes, and I will keep you updated. Okay, so I rinsed the eggshells thoroughly, and it's about 2 to 4 eggshells per 4 quarts of water. I'm doing a large pot, so it's about 8 quarts, so I threw in about 8 eggshells in the water. And once you rinse them thoroughly and then put them in the water, I noticed that as soon as they go in the water, the inner lining of the eggshell releases. And so if you want to pull those out, and it's supposed to help with the taste. And it is mostly going to pull out the calcium carbonate, but because I am using the Nikken filtered water, which is completely alkaline, when the water is alkaline, it's not going to be able to pull out much of the minerals at all. And so I'm also going to put in 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. After I do the rapid boil for 10 minutes to kill all the salmonella, I'll bring it down to a simmer and boil 20 to 30 minutes. And that's when I simmer it, that's when I'll add the apple cider vinegar. And that's going to allow the water to be acidic, which will allow it to pull out the calcium carbonate and trace minerals. And this mostly is going to be a way to get the calcium carbonate, not the other minerals. There's not a whole lot of them, and so you want to be cautious with how much you're drinking, because it could cause like if you have kidney stone issues, or it could cause constipation in some people. And so like those are things to look out for, that you're drinking too much of it. But a half a cup to a cup a day would be like that's what I'm going to start with. And also putting in the apple cider vinegar, making it acidic, is going to change it from calcium carbonate to calcium I'm forgetting the name of it. One second. It's going to change it from the calcium carbonate, the chemical reaction is going to change it from calcium carbonate to calcium acetate, which is easier for your body to absorb. And so this is a way in which I can make sure that we're getting a good amount of calcium, and I just make sure that we don't overdo it. So I am excited to see what it tastes like on its own, but then also if it doesn't taste that great, then I can dilute it in a larger bottle of water and still get it that way. And then the other ways to do it, I can do like a tonic style, like more concentrated, and just like soak the eggshells in the apple cider vinegar itself. And then I can also crush the eggshells and then use it as like an added powder in different recipes or whatnot. But I'm going to start with this first and see how it goes. Okay, eggshells have been boiling for just over 10 minutes at a very rapid boil to kill any salmonella. I'm now going to turn it down to a simmer and add in the 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. I'm going to do 2, not 1, because I did about 8 shells with 8 quarts of water. You can also do a smaller batch. See, I'm boiling over. You can do a smaller batch, about 4 shells to 4 quarts of water. So I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of vinegar, and then it says that it is common to then see like bubbling, like the chemical reaction. But again, the water is alkaline and filtered, my Nikken filter, and so I need to add in an acidic. And if you don't have apple cider vinegar, you can also squeeze in lemon. It'll essentially do the same thing and bring out the calcium carbonate and chemical reaction, change it into calcium acetate, which is easier for the body to absorb. Ooh, okay, so that's really cool, the chemical reaction, because I had brought it down to a simmer. These bubbles right here are because I just poured in the apple cider vinegar. So that is a chemical reaction going on, which is super cool. And see, that is the inner lining of the eggshell that you just saw flow off. So I can always scoop that out before it fully dissolves into the water mixture because it can affect the taste. And also the other step at this point is now that they've been boiled to kill off some vanilla, when you're simmering, you can give them a little squish to help it during the simmering process so that the water can pull out. It's easy as you think. Oh, there it goes. See, smash, give it a little smash. And then I'm gonna let it simmer for about 30 minutes. Is this normal?
Did you taste it?
No, I've been too chicken to taste it.